Today, from Austin, Texas, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Austin Desperados taking on the Oklahoma City Bisons.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Oklahoma City Bison and the Austin Desperados. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best. Three quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Play action. Now Richardson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Off the play fake. Cobb. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
The throw over the middle taken in.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
And you can tell early they're going to look his way quite a bit, and he made himself available on that one.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Off play action. Cobb. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake. Cobb. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
First and goal from the 6.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
On 2nd down. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the defense. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive-through.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
3rd and goal. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. On third down, here's Richardson. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
Well, the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Cobb. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Richardson now on 2nd down.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
3rd and long for Richardson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Cobb.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
To throw on 3rd down. Cobb. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
First and 10, it's Richardson.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Banks. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They run up the middle with Foster.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Second down, here's Richardson.
He finds his man, complete. That's Banks. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They'll try and run for it with Foster. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They bring their punter out there now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. They had no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Off play action. Cobb. And he finds a man with a crossing route.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
On 1st down, Cobb throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Minor. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And, Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now a handoff up the middle. Minor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Castillo.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12.
And this one nearly intercepted. Oh, that's a ball he thinks he should have had. Instead, maybe a chance for the offense to get 3 out of it after all. 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flipping over to the other side, the offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They are still in search of their first points of the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Foster. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Richardson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Boston's offense ready to go again.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Off the play fake. Cobb. Throws right side, and that's complete. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
On 1st and 10, Cobb. Over the middle, complete. It's Castillo.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Off play action, Cobb. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, this offense has already been forced to settle for field goals on their drives earlier, so this is not a welcome sign here.
Indeed, it is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way through. Pick up those guys rushing the quarterback and give himself a chance.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Cobb. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Cobb. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Castillo. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important time.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time,
yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call. So the challenge there unsuccessful, and that means that he'll be out of challenges for the remainder of this ball game.
Operating from the gun, Cobb. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Back to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Bad bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be fourth down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, "Oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time."
And his kick here is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They'll be in search of their initial points of the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. From the pistol, it's Foster. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Now Richardson. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. So they bring out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Minor. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing on first down. Cobb. He finds his man. Complete. It's Castillo. Touchdown! A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Desperados will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This offense back to work now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
A final shot before the half. Richardson.
That's caught by Meredith right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start with one of the best rivalries in the NFL. Dallas on the road in our nation's capital. And it's the home team who are out in front. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. The Bucs seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And that game all tied up as they do battle with the visiting Lions. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On first down, Cobb. Going to throw right side here, complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
On second down now, Minor.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Operating from the gun, Cobb. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Operating from the gun, Cobb. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Richardson to the air on first down.
Looking middle, and that's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
A give, Foster running right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Richardson to throw off play action.
Buying time to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Richardson looking to throw this.
He finds his man, complete. That's Banks. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a fourth down?
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Minor. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cobb. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Second and 6.
Looking to throw. Cobb. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll look to throw again, fighting to stay upright. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Off the play fake. Cobb. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Up the middle they go. Minor. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Back to throw. Cobb. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. On 3rd and 2. Cobb finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, Minor. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Minor, and he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll run on first down. Minor, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Now a give right side. It's Blake. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Desperados are in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will bump the lead up to 26. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start out here with the option left. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Richardson looking to throw.
He finds his man, complete. It's Banks. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Completes this one to Meredith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Ready?
On first down, Richardson. He finds his man, complete. That's Banks. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Back to the air with Richardson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. He finds his man, complete. That's Harvey. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now it's Richardson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Richardson shotgun on third down. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So after the conversion on fourth, here's first and 10 just outside of the red zone. Here's Richardson to throw. Flush to his right. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number one cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Foster on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And this offense on third down today, it has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll go again with Foster. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Going for it on fourth. Here's Richardson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Minor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Cobb. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
45, white.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
He finds his man. Complete. It's Banks.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And Richardson looks to throw once more.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Richardson on 3rd and short.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Foster on 4th. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. Richardson.
Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Richardson working from the gun.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
To throw is Richardson on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Foster. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Banks. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Richardson on the bootleg here.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Going for it on fourth, Richardson.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On second down, Minor. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the home team here, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Oklahoma City, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.